name's Michaela. I moved to Portland a few years ago and I became homeless. As I was looking for ways to make money, I found Street Roots, and I felt that selling quality news to the community was a dignified way to earn money. But I got connected with Outside the Frame, who teaches youth to be the directors of their own films and lives. I quickly learned filmmaking was my passion. When the pandemic shut the city down, Street Roots wasn't able to sell their paper. I was worried how the vendors were going to get by. And I saw everything but desperate people in chaos. They were organizing a team to send out information and supplies to camps in the city, and it was all being led by a vendor, Raven.
Okay, so as you know, if you've watched the news, yesterday there was a large upswing in cases. That led the governor to start a stay at home, stay safe proclamation, which is just asking people, if it's not vital that you be out, to stay at home.
Back in the beginning of January, I kind of watched what was happening up in Washington. And I'm a former combat corpsman with the 1st Marine Division. I served in Iraq on 3 combat tours, so I've always been medically inclined. Both of my campmates had a compromised immune systems, so this whole program, this whole ideal started as an outreach I was doing on my own for the first 4 weeks, just in the camps in my area, sort of to try to monitor people so that if somebody did get sick, I could take care of it before it got to my campmates. And then once we realized that the first cases had come in, so we just took the model I was already working and expanded it into a larger program and rolled it out virtually overnight. Since starting the program, our group alone has made to every area of the city, and we've made contact with over 2,000 people and distributed supplies to them. I just have people who show up every day willing to go out to work.
With the action team out providing essentials and true information about the virus, Raven turned her attention to those needing safer shelter. She began writing proposals to the city for emergency shelter-in-place camps.
I actually do most of these planning sessions from my tent. It's my outdoor office, as it were, but I've been working with the city creating a few permanent sweepless camps, someplace that can be theirs and can be permanent for as long as they need it. And so I think I really hate that this virus, and especially the deaths that have come with it, had to be the catalyst to open those conversations, but I'm glad that those conversations are finally opening.
After Raven had secured shelter for so many other people, it was time for her to find a more permanent shelter of her own.
So, this is my somewhat spacious kitchen. Better than the fire pit I had. This is Chris. This is all he gets, is just this little 6-inch area, and the rest of the closet's mine. And then, of course, my big trans pride flag, which, I came out as trans. And I came out here with the determination that I would start over and I'd be myself. All I wanted to do was show up in Portland and start my transition and be left alone. I just wanted peace and quiet. And I have done every single thing but peace and quiet. I had no idea that this is where it would go. I had no idea that this is who I was inside. I had no idea that I would do these things. So, but Kai asked me, do you want to work for Street Roots? And I told her I want to work at Street Roots more than anything, because that's my home.